What to expect next on CKB or Nervos Network. Then we're just going to cover all of this really by showing you the waves and the targets really, and just update what we have planned really in the last update. You know, this is what we have planned. That was not only the only possible configuration. I was looking for another possible wave 1 2 1 2 1 2 to finish on few 3 or 5, but this was a configuration also was paying attention to speak here the wave 1 2 3 for last push up. In that case, we finish that wave 1 or that wave top, we retrace, and from here we get a continuation higher for a bam, take the highs, right? So if I show everything here, so yeah, we've done the 5 waves. Okay, we have done so the wave 1 2 3 4 5. We finish at this, we finish in that case a bigger A wave or the bigger wave on top. From here we get a retracement where we got the retracement where it's stopping on this. We simply got a stop right there, bam, on the 38.2. Not the best retracement ever, but again, if we're, for example, in this impulsive to the upside, this is classed as very bullish. Now remember, it's not because we are taking the high that we're necessary, or we're just going to do the wave 3 4 5 here to the upside. Okay. Sorry, we can absolutely be seeing a correction here, a C wave to go more down. So yeah, this is something to keep in mind. In that case, what are the targets really? If from here we have to push higher with the impulsive, don't forget the targets, of course, we have planned with the levels. This is extremely important. I added all the levels you need to be aware of on this asset so you can trade good the market. Of course, I added some red squares where these are really strong targets. You really have to be aware of a possible reaction there, but otherwise, all the levels you can see before that are, of course, some levels you have to pay attention, you have to be aware of in case we have to not, for example, do a super bullish move with the impulsive to the upside. We stay, for example, with an ABC zigzag. These targets before are still some few zones to be aware of, so to speak. For example, this first zone of resistance, so from $0.032 up to sorry, the swing third panically here, so $0.033, $34. Okay, if we start breaking this, we're simply going to look towards this weekly level, so from $0.036 to $0.037, $38 with the highs right here. Okay, and if we start breaking this, then we're going to come into a bigger target. If you want to get more, by the way, about the higher time frame, I highly recommend you to go and check out this CKB. The wedge is about to break, okay, but which side? So we have planned everything really in there, and also the last update. So if you really want to get more about the context, just go and check out this video. I'm really going to focus on what we have planned in the last update, really just to update all the wave count. So yeah, in that case, ABC zigzag, if we have to be in this ABC zigzag, what are the targets of this ABC zigzag? So to speak, if we're not in this impulsive right here, okay, so to speak this, and we are not in that case in right here, if we're in this ABC zigzag, okay, what are the targets and why we can do this ABC zigzag? First of all, bam, the target. So we have to pull the extension tool from the A wave root, okay, to the A wave top, to the B wave bottom. Remember, if Bitcoin, for example, do not do some super bullish move, we can still make, for example, the C wave directly here and then retrace, or we can still make, for example, a bigger correction. Here's the only correction possible is an ABCD triangle, by the way, but it's a bit less probable, I'd say. So we'll be more aware of a flat, so to speak here, A, B, C flat. Okay, in that case, what we can look for here is simply, bam, the retracement. Again, I'm not trading this asset, so that's why I'm showing you the different possibilities. I am not trading this, so I'm not really, for example, paying attention to the order flow, so I don't know what's happening behind the market, so you have to do this on your side. What is an order flow? It's this, okay, by the way, right here. So you just can read the data, what's happening really. You can see what's happening really behind the market and so on. By using this, you can make some informed trading decisions, such as, for example, yesterday, you know, we've got a rise on Bitcoin. I was still looking for it, so we've got a drop. We recognize the swing for a pound, the possible long trade setup here. We've got a continuation from our target, and from here we took the highs, went really above. You can see here went really above here, and so from here, as I said, this is not, I mean, for me this is not very bearish. I'm showing you that I'm buying clearly the swing for a pound here. I've bought every single low, and we got a new high made really. So yeah, this is just pretty cool, not gonna lie. And so yeah, just join this Discord server, by the way. All of this is for absolutely free, so there are some updates you can get live in the time really. For example, live in the time, I told that I was taking this on Bitcoin, for example. Just gonna zoom out a bit. This is my low time per pound, but we took that along, for example, from the low here. I told everyone clearly live I was taking that along trade. That this top was not bearish, okay. I mean, this is just pretty nice that I took. I mean, this was a scalp short with a swing for a pound. This was a possible scalp long if you had some profit to play with, because this one was a bit risky. But yeah, these are really some good stuff I'm giving you, in my opinion. And so I'm able to make these decisions just by reading the order flow, and of course with the context by using ALOA, for example. But yeah. if you want to make such decision like that, if you know where exactly you have to take or not as a trade, you just have to read this really and make your context with the wave. But as I am not reading the order flow on this asset, I'm gonna let you do the drop really for this to determine if you have or not to take that short. But this is a possibility, so in that case we're going to go and where we are right now, by the way, and so we're going to look for this possible bigger ABC flat, okay, AB, and then let's see here. Okay, so now, personally, I'm not going to look for the ABC flat because we already have some 5 ways to the upside, so normally we shall make a bigger correction if I have to make the ABC flat. But yet, if we're in this ABC zigzag here to the upside, okay, I'm going to look for these targets, so to speak here, MC extension, so 618 up to the 7x6 with a 71. Normally, if you're an L wave user, normally you learned only, you use only the 618, then you move directly to the 120 extension. No, add these 2 fibs in addition to your 618 because the 618 is never well touched, or very, I mean, it can be well touched because it's not everything, but most of the time it's gonna go higher, spend some time, then retrace. So really be aware of the 7x6 and the 71 in addition to this 618. So this is all this is the MC extension really in addition to the 618. If we start breaking this, we are simply going to look for the 120 extension. Break this, look for the 1823. I mean, this is just, I'm repeating myself, these are just the targets really we have planned with the levels. Okay, so these are really the C targets if we have to be in a C wave. If you really want to add even more confidence, you can use the fibs, or you can just use the levels I have planned with you. Now, if we are not in this ABC zigzag, and this is impossible to say if we're in an ABC zigzag or if we're in an impulsive, it will depend, for example, if Bitcoin is bullish or not. If Bitcoin is going to drop, everything is going to drop. If Bitcoin is bullish, it's going to be bullish. So that's why to say now it's 100% we're sure now this is bullish. Yeah, but we're never sure what's going to happen on Bitcoin. We know the most probable accounts and the most probable move, but we are never sure 100% right. So it is more probable to push higher, but it can absolutely drop, right? I'm gonna take a short if I have to take a short on Bitcoin, for example, to write this down. So if we're not in this impulsive, in this ABC exact, sorry, and we have to push higher, and we are just in this impulsive, really, what we can look for here. Okay, so simply we're going to look for a bigger push to the upside into the 1618 minimum, because this is a first, I mean, the first target is 120 extension, but we'll have only 2% chance to stop here. We'll have a much more, a bigger probability here to go minimum on the 1620. So that's why I'm taking this as a first target, because we most of the time go minimum in here and even maybe higher, but minimum into this 1620. So I'm gonna take the minimum, okay, the most probable target. So if we start retracing from here, so to speak around 0.038, so to speak around the swing point we have planned here, with the level, really, we're simply going to retrace. So between the 38.2 and the 50% normally, now if we're in a very strong uptrend, for example, we keep doing this, we just do a massive push to the upside here, then we're more likely going to retrace small, because the uptrend is very strong. Okay, now if we respect the most probable target for the moment, 1618 for the wave 3, then 38.2, 50% for the wave 4, sorry, because yeah, the wave 2 was very small. I have done a 38.2 when this happened. When the wave 2 is small, we expect a bigger wave 4 to come, okay, in terms of time and in terms of price, but more in terms of price. Okay, so from here you just have to pull your retracement, so from the top to the bottom, to find your wave 4 target. So 30.2, 50%. You can add if you want the 30.2 sorry, the 23.6 and the MC fib, MC fib. You do whatever you want, really. But yeah, personally, normally we have more chance of going there. From here, what you can do to find a wave 5 target, you have to take your extension tool, the third click here, you take it and bam, place it on the wave 4. And I'm on the log scale, by the way. I don't know why it wasn't the log scale. And so from here, you just take it and place it on the wave 4 bottom. From here, you're going to add the wave 5 target, so to speak here, the 618, 120 extension, 1618, and 2618. The most probable target here is a 120 extension. Minimum. Why? Because the 618 results to a truncated wave 5 at top before the wave 3 top, to speak. Okay, so this right here, the 120 extension, is the most probable target to expect, really. Now, of course, if there is nothing bearish on this, for example, we do a massive wave 1 here and a massive wave 2, then you expect, of course, to get a continuation a lot higher and to go into the next target, so 1618 to 618. Okay, so these are for now the targets really you have to be aware of if you have to sell or short, really. But remember that if we do have 5 waves here, it's to do next a bigger wave 1, a bigger wave 2, a bigger wave 3 or 5. So if you push here, for example, and we already completed 5 waves, normally you should still push high. You are going to retrace, but you normally are going to push high next for an impulsive, of course, or for an ABC zigzag, because always we never know what is going to happen. And the thing is, the wave 1 have 5 waves, the A wave have 5 waves, the B wave or the wave 2 have a correction, the wave 3 or the wave C have 5 waves. So yeah, both patterns are possible, so it can be either a correction, either an impulsive to the upside. That's why use an order flow, use your levels, use and do your smaller wave count to really find everything. This is how I'm doing and what I'm doing really on Bitcoin to really trade. Yeah, I mean, really good market, not gonna lie. For example, just to give you an example of how you can do that, you can just, for example, this was a short, this was a long, this was a short but I was slipping, that was not a short, that was a long, we took the highs. So this is how you can just trade a market really, okay, by using an order flow and with a wave with a context. That's why you do your smaller wave cam, just giving you really the possible medium time frame move. Now you have also to do your job on your side for the lower time frame move and everything, okay. But anyway, I hope this update was really useful still for you. If you enjoy, as always, don't forget to smash that like, to subscribe to the channel, to turn notifications. Thank you so much if you take the time to leave. If you can also write some comments down below. This is much appreciated, as always. This helps so much with YouTube algorithm. So thank you so much for this. And on this being said, I wish you all a brilliant day. Take care and catch you all in the next one. Cheers.